Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your man Chris Thorns. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watch my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the story. All right, guys. So y'all know I've been covering this case about the about the daycare that's happening out in New York City. All right, I've been talking about that, and the story just getting deep and deep and deep. Okay, so this is the update, and the update to this story is that a third person has been arrested in this case. All right, this has been a third person. Look like the NYPD's on their job right there. They taking this real serious about this fentanyl situation or whatnot. And I'm actually glad to hear that Ellie is on top of this, because I think that it's tragic what happened to that young fella, the 1 year old that you see right there on my screen, Nicholas Dominici. He passed away due to exposure to fentanyl. All right. So, with that being said, I want to get into this. Shit, if I can find out. Hold on, guys. There it is. I think that's it. That's it right there. Let's see. Go to settings. I don't even know why it even saying it. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's let y'all hear this for yourself. Third person has been arrested.
Charged in connection to a case that has shocked our city. In this exclusive video, you can see undercover federal law enforcement agents making the arrest of 38-year-old Renny the Rooster Paredes over the weekend outside of a Bronx nightclub. Also new this morning, new images show the daycare owner's husband running out of a back alley with suspected bags of evidence. Sources say police are also looking for him. Paredes' arrest is the third in connection to an alleged fentanyl drug ring at a Bronx daycare where 4 small children overdosed on fentanyl. One of the babies, Nicholas Felice Dominici, has died. The daycare owner and her husband's cousin have also been arrested and charged in a federal indictment. Officials are now looking to prevent similar tragedies.
Such a heinous criminal act that led to Nicholas's death, making sure every single person that has access to an apartment where there's a family daycare, every single person needs to have a background check. Every single room, every single cupboard should be a part of what is searched.
Paredes is now charged with conspiracy to distribute narcotics resulting in death. And once again, the husband of the daycare owner remains on the loose. Reporting from the newsroom, Karen Dillon, Pix 11 News.
All right, so it's not the husband. So if we do the calculations, that actually means it will be 4 people involved in this situation. It would be 4. Okay? That is wild. That is wild. Hold on, guys. Trying to see what's going on with something real quick. All right, guys, I'm back, and sorry about that because my screen just looking all doing some crazy stuff or whatnot. But you see now, if we have a third person arrested and there's not a fourth person, then that means there's 4 people, possibly could be more, that's involved in this situation, okay? The husband still ain't been caught yet, all right? But, I like this clip right here because, I like how smooth the cops got up on him and how this man did not see them folks coming up on him. So I want to play this one again before we go any further.
Outside a Bronx nightclub over the weekend. On the day, 1-year-old Nicholas, undercover federal law enforcement.
I mean, just look how cool they just walked up on him. He didn't see it.
On the day, 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici was being buried. Video obtained by Pix 11 shows another suspect taken down in alleged fentanyl drug ring run out of a daycare.
Such a heinous criminal act that led to Nicholas's death.
Investigators say Renny the Rooster Paredes was
Renny the Rooster Paredes. Wow.
hiding out since 4 toddlers overdosed inside. Using cell phones and his social media account, agents tracked the 38-year-old down and cuffed him on East Kingsbridge Road.
Why were there drugs in the daycare?
Earlier this month, the daycare owner and her husband's cousin were arrested and charged in a federal indictment. And now, new surveillance images show her husband, the alleged ringleader, running out of a back.
Now, I want y'all to take a look at that right there. Okay, first of all, let me say this right here. Again, look, I've said this time and time again. This social media get a lot of y'all people in trouble. You want to know why? Because this right here, because y'all talk too damn much. Okay? Y'all talk and you brag too much. Okay? You talk and you brag too much and you keep up shit. You know, just like a lot of people on this YouTube thing. You know, you talk, you keep up shit, you brag too much. All right? And especially for those of you who call yourself being arrogant. Now, one thing I learned about a lot of people being arrogant is a lot of them ain't got shit. Okay? That ain't got shit. A lot of them got stuff that people probably had to give to them. All right? Or people had to pay for it for them to get it. Now, I'm not saying nothing just technically wrong with that. All right? I mean, that's your money. If you choose to give it to a person who ain't doing shit or who too arrogant to do for their own self, if you want to give them your money so they can do better or whatnot, that's up to you. But the way I was raised, you know, people only help you when you only help yourself. Let me repeat that again. People only help you when you're trying to help yourself. All right? But nowadays, again, we are a whole different era of people, you know. We just brag, talk shit. We're arrogant. A lot of us ain't got the pot to piss in or window to throw it out. Ain't got the nerve to talk about other folks, all right? And like I said in my last stream, one thing I never understood is why do we brag on the money, how much money did we spend on something, okay? Why can't we not be humble and grateful that we was blessed to have the money to buy it instead of trying to shove it in somebody's face talking about I paid X amount of dollars for these shoes, or I paid X amount of dollars for these pair of pants, or I paid X amount of dollars for a regular damn t-shirt, okay, or a name brand t-shirt. One thing I have learned in life growing up is you're not really paying for the shirt, you're paying for the name. Okay, that's really what we're doing. We're paying for the name. Now, do we all like nice stuff? Of course we do. I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say that we don't. I mean, I never owned a pair of Jordans. Never had a desire to own one, you know, because of me, I'm frugal in the motherfucker. I mean, I just don't see the point in paying that much for like a pair of shoes that I know I'm not gonna hardly wear. You know, shoes that I wear now, they called sock shoes. It's like a combination of sock and shoe, you know. I can slip them on and go on by my day or whatnot. You know, I ain't bought a regular pair of shoes and God knows when. But even when I did buy a pair of shoes, you know, I didn't go out my way to spend X amount of dollars and then go back and brag about I spent this extra amount of dollars to pay for some shoes. Because here's the thing though, who are you trying to impress? When you brag about it, who are you trying to impress? I ain't trying to impress nobody. You don't like what I got on, I just say fuck you, okay? Because it wasn't your money that I spent. Now, you want me to hear a pair of Jordans, give me the money, I'll go buy it. All right? All right? So that's why I say, you know, this gets a lot of us in trouble. We talk too much. We boast too much. And we brag too much. I just don't understand what you spending $200 or $300 on some clothes, what are they supposed to do? I had no idea. For something that we're going to have, like I was taught, temporary. Now, what I mean by temporary is when we pass away, we can't take it with us. So what's going to end up happening? Either your next of kin going to get it, or your homeboy or homegirl probably going to get them, or your folks, if they still living, they're probably going to donate them off somewhere. Okay? Because again, once you're dead, you can't take it with you. All right? I am blessed to have the stuff that I have to do these shows. I am blessed that some of you cared enough about me to even donate to my platform to have the equipment that I have to do these videos and shows. Okay? A lot of this stuff I got on my own. But I never got on here and boast and brag about all of this that I have, because there's nothing to boast and brag about. I'm just another person like everybody else who blessed to have his own house. All right? I'm just another brother who just sitting up here looking like, God damn, bills got to be paid again. Shit is uptight. All right? Shit is tight. Especially nowadays, shit just tight. All right? And it's tight for everybody. You know? So I would never sit up here and brag about I'm rich and I got it made, because I don't. I don't got it made. I'm sitting up here like every month. All right, here come payday. What got to be paid? You know? There's nothing to brag about. All I can say is I'm humble and I'm grateful that I'm in a position that I can keep paying these bills. Hell, even if some of them late, I'm in a position to where I can keep paying my bills. There's nothing bragging about it. Keep having to spending money. There's nothing to brag about that. I mean, not me. I mean, there's nothing to brag about. Just be humble and blessed that you're in a position that you are able to have money to get the things that you want. Amen. And I say that because of this. Social media is what got him caught. Social media. God knows what he probably was saying on his profile. All right. And he was probably using code words that the law enforcement probably picked up on. All right. He probably used code words and they picked up on it. And they probably pinged his phone and they caught him. All right. So guys, y'all need to be careful what y'all posting on social media. All right. And that's how a lot of y'all getting in trouble. Social media. Y'all don't know how to shut the fuck up. All right. Y'all don't. All right. So, again, his name is Renny Antonio Paredes, whatever I said. Y'all know what the hell I said earlier. I just call him Renny. He's 38 years old, and he's charged with conspiracy to distribute narcotics resulting in death in connection with the fentanyl poisoning of 4 children at the Divino Niño Daycare on Morris Avenue on September 15th. The United States Attorney's Office said Monday. Renny the Rooster. All right, guys. Off of that, and I want y'all to. We're gonna listen to this one right here. All right, let's continue.
An update on a really tragic story in the death at a daycare in the Bronx. A 1-year-old child died after being exposed to fentanyl. Well, now a third person has been charged in that investigation. Fox 5's Kendall Green joining us live down there in the Bronx with more. Kendall?
Hi, good evening, Carell. While the 4th individual believed to be in connection with this drug ring ran inside this daycare here, federal prosecutors, they announced their arrest of 38-year-old Renny Antonio Paredes for his alleged role in the drug ring that left a 1-year-old dead here. A toy truck, flowers, candles, and a teddy bear sitting just outside of the Bronx daycare to remember 1-year-old Nicholas Dominici, killed after his exposure to fentanyl earlier this month. Monday, federal authorities charged 38-year-old Renny Antonio Paredes, also known as El Gallo, with conspiracy to distribute narcotics. In court documents, prosecutors say law enforcement officers searched Paredes' apartment and found shopping bags, pictured here, with tools and instruments used to prep and distribute drugs inside. The products were in glossine envelopes stamped Red Dawn, the same stamp that appeared on the drugs recovered at the daycare. Anthony Velasquez lives at 50 Woody Crest Avenue, where he and his neighbors are absorbing the shock.
You know, as a parent now with these 2 kids, it's terrible. Can't even imagine what they're going through. So I hope justice is served for the parents that have to go through this.
Paredes now charged alongside Gray Mendez, the daycare's owner, and Carlisto Acevedo Brito, a man who rented a room from her. They were hit last Tuesday with federal narcotics conspiracy charges, previously charged in state court with murder of depraved indifference and the 1-year-old's death.
It's disturbing to know that someone is connected with the situation with the baby that died from the fentanyl, and they live in this building or associate with someone in this building.
In the latest court filings, prosecutors shared new images of the daycare owner's husband, still on the loose. They show him allegedly walking out of a back alley behind the daycare with several bags before first responders arrived at the daycare to find Dominici and 3 other toddlers unresponsive.
It's not safe even for our own children in the neighborhood right now. And I feel that...
Now, if convicted, that charge carries a mandatory minimum sentence of 20 years to life in prison. That's the latest from the Kingsbridge section of the Bronx in New York. Kendall Green, Fox 5 News. Correll, back to you.
Kendall, thank you so much there for keeping us updated. I did have one question. Any news going forward when it comes to inspecting these daycare centers? I know one of the biggest concerns for residents is that this was a certified place. People thought that they could trust leaving their children there. What have authorities said?
Authorities, they did make efforts from what we believe to, give more surveillance of these daycares here in the city. I mean, there's several cameras here to where you can monitor them more, but this is some process they have to make over time.
Thank you, Kendall Green, down there, Fox 5 New York. Appreciate your reporting. We'll talk again soon.
All right, guys. Now you heard that. Again, man, this is just sad. And again, it just show you that nobody care about your kids. And then on top of that, if you don't care for your kids, how you expect anybody else to care for your kids or whatnot? But I want y'all to hear something real quick about this wife. I think it's somewhere right over here.
Disturbing factors that the federal prosecutors brought out in their case and in their indictment. They said that the daycare owner, before she called 911, Josh, this is as kids are basically passing out in front of her. Before she called 911, she called her husband 3 times to warn him to come and get the other bricks, the kilos of fentanyl that were in the apartment this whole time before the cops could get there and before EMS could get there. So
See, and I want to keep pointing that out because I remember her attorney, whoever it was, said she the one that called 911. She called 911 after when, though? She called everybody else before 911, okay? She called her husband, and I think they said somebody else she called. It was just him that she called several times while these children are passing out getting sick from this shit. You call your husband before you call 911. All right, again, but this is the same woman who has turned around and said that she did not know this was going on in an apartment. I don't know how these people come up with this bullshit, but they do. All right, I don't see how you can even think that's going to fly unless there's concrete evidence y'all can prove. Or she can prove, so to say, that she knew nothing about it. If that can be proven that she didn't know nothing about it, I would be shocked. And I think somebody came in my chat room last time we live, but this was, I think, pretty much trying to say she didn't know or something like that. I have to go back and see it again. But I just don't see it. How you did not know this was going on. All right? I would need to see hard, concrete proof on that. All right? I'm just saying, man, because this is a motherfucking ridiculous as always. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Leave your thoughts and your comments in the comments section. And, wow, this story's getting deep, y'all. And the husband he's still out there. I won't be surprised if she know where he is. All right? I'm Chris Thorns. Be safe. Keep your children safe. Until next time, I'll see you.